Welcome to Blunt Kings, motherfucker.
Yo, we're back. Episode 40. Blunt Kings Podcast. I am your host with the most, the motherfucking grossest uncle. You know what they call me. They call me. And it's my homeboy.
Hey, Omega.
He said at the same exact time.
Hey, Omega with the funky dope flavor, man. You already know what it is. The Funkle, the Drunkle. You know what I mean? The Fail, the Ale. We coming through with another episode of Blunt Kings. Yo, congratulations, my spicker.
Hey, 40 episodes
of this shit. You know what I mean? We coming out hard.
So we've given you everything hip-hop history, month by month, week by week. So now we're going to be giving you guys, you know, a little bit of history on us, our history in hip-hop, some of the things that influenced us, stayed with us to this day, some of the things that we might have dropped off along the way. You know, we don't stay the same, you know, and it's good to change sometimes. You know, people, it's always funny. Like, I was thinking about this the other day. Girls are always like, you changed. And then you're like, yeah, isn't that what you wanted? But then when you changed, or when you don't change, right, you just stay like playing video games or being a rapper or whatever, you're never going to change. So it's a double-edged sword, you know.
Yes.
They said that not even God could please a woman, so don't even try, guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, it's another day over here at the Strain Damage Studios. Blunt Kings Podcast, episode 40, the truth about hip-hop in 2026. Is it falling off? Fake hits and controversial legends that are exposed. Hey, Omega, before we jump into that, how was your week, my dog?
The week was been okay, man. My allergies have been mild there. You know, nothing too crazy going on. You know what I mean? Pretty.
Weather's crazy, yeah.
Weather's been on and off there. Windy, cold, hot, all of the above there. But I mean, it again, too, like it is a Southwest. It is bipolar, just like I am. You know what I'm saying there?
Very true.
But
we're all bipolar.
It's, yeah, just like we all have autism.
Yeah.
One
form or another.
Yes.
Where everybody's on the spectrum, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're all there.
Some people have like that Asperger's autism that makes them like Elon Musk and shit like that. Or some people just, you know, they just have certain little characteristics and stuff like that. So but, I do agree with that.
Yeah, week's been good. You know what I mean? Can't complain. You know, weather getting better. That's all it is, man. You know what I mean? And our podcast is getting better.
Hey, it's 420 right now. You know what I'm saying?
So 420 weekend. That's right.
420 weekend.
Yeah, Blunt Kings.
It's 419 right now when we record this shit, but it'll be out for 420. So this is your guys' episode. You know what I'm saying? This is the Blunt Kings. You know what I'm saying? Tio Val. Hey, Omega. You know what I'm saying? We in this bitch. We got a bunch of ill shit for tonight. We got 5 questions for the get to know your host. You know what I'm saying? I think that's important that people get to know us. We brought you everything hip hop for the past year, so now we want to bring you guys
who we are,
a little history on us in hip hop. Hey, yo, you ready for that shit?
Yo, I'm down, man. I want these folks to know me like a common household name. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wrong one. That's for the
that was for
Crash Out.
I like that.
That's a good one. Okay, here we go. The hip hop question. All right, so this segment is getting to know your host on Blunt Kings Podcast. I kind of realized that you motherfuckers don't know shit about us, and I kind of want you guys to know some shit about us. You know what I mean? It's time for us to open up those floodgates of history and whatnot. So, hey, Omega, I'm going to start off with the first question.
Holla at you, boy.
And then I'll answer it after you. Did hip-hop ever influence a choice you made for the better or for the worse?
I would say both.
Yeah? Give me an example of both.
Well, I mean, one time hearing about robbing shit there back when I was a little kid there, you know what I mean? I was about maybe 7, 8 years old there. I used to ride my bike there because we as kids back growing up in the early 90s there, didn't need nobody to fucking walk us down the street while we were riding our bike or watch us there. What I did was I crossed the busy street, busy road there at the time there of Cerrillos Road, right next to the Super Walmart.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Back in the day, there was nothing there. That was just dirt. You know what I mean? Dirt, a little arroyos, chamisa everywhere, that kind of shit there. And I rode a bike that I had. It was a orange Schwinn, like a 60, 70 something Schwinn there. It was a girl one. You know what I'm saying? It had the banana seat and the handle grips were blue, like navy ass blue. So I was like, man, I'm riding a Broncos bike. I'm like, fuck, man.
I have a story about Schwinns, but yeah, keep going.
So I rode across the street there, and you know what I mean? I went and I had a little bit of change there. You know what I mean? Like 75 cents, $1.50, something like that.
Okay.
And what I did was I went, because I heard like these songs like, yo, go rob something, rob.
Oh, yeah.
So what I did was I went and paid for something, being fucking just a little thieving little bastard at the time there. And I threw like a bubble jug up my sleeve there in my hoodie. You know what I'm saying? So I paid for something like a Snickers bar, but I
Okay.
walked out with like a bubble jug worth of gum.
So hip hop influenced you at the time to rob.
Just to do that.
a
There,
little
yeah.
bit of robbing, a little
yeah.
bit of stealing. Okay, okay.
Uh-huh.
And,
And
what
that was-
about
that was
that was
it.
for the worst? So what about for the better? Like, what choice do you think hip hop influenced you to make for the better of your life?
For the better was just to, I would say, turn that other leaf, instead of you trying to bring down people, why don't you uplift people? You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
okay.
Like the way
That's a
our
good
life
answer.
was growing in the time when we were starting to do this hip hop stuff there. It may be, we were talking a lot of shit, but were we talking about the right shit?
No.
And then hip hop there, as I grew older, there molded me to say,
The right shit.
why don't you put something out that's positive?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't always be negative there. You can talk about the negative in a weird way that people will know that you are angry and aggressive in a negative tone, not towards the good, but towards the evil of what is.
Right.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? And that's when I was like, yo, I'm just here to be the messenger now, and I'm here to do good, and I'm here to be here by God's will, and I'm going to do God's work.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Check
Oh
it out.
yeah. Nah, good answer.
Boom.
I guess it influenced a choice that
you.
it influenced for me for the good would probably be, or I'll start with the bad. For the worst, I would say it would probably be on that same tip. It was like stealing and trying to get away with certain shit in the streets and just causing a ruckus and stuff like that. As a child, graffiti got me in trouble a lot. I got arrested I think I was like 14 when I got arrested for graffiti. So that could be one. And then for the better, I would say to help deprogram people. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like the conscious part of hip hop, right? Like,
Right.
It kind of touches on what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
But just to be able to lead someone down a positive path, even if they've gone through hell, you know what I'm saying? So I believe that that's some of the work that we've done in the past for sure, with not only just our music, but our interactions with people. And even Blunt Kings and Crash Out the Sitcom, people will hit us up and be like, you guys are doing it up on TikTok and shit like that. Like they leave a lot of cool comments. So it makes me feel like we're doing the right thing with our platform. So oh yeah, that's my answer for number one. Okay.
Correct. And one of those sound pretty damn good.
Oh yeah. Dog. All right, number two. What's a song that you used to love but you can't listen to it the same anymore, and why? Hip hop wise, or it could even be R&B. Honestly, whatever. Even rock and roll, whatever. It could be any song.
No. I got you there for sure. I mean, okay, I'll give a good example there for sure. I love 45 King there, the producer.
Okay.
I love what he did. I love the original way that he produced this particular song there. Nobody had done it before. And it really did kick in the door there for the real hip hop heads that know. 45 King was the gentleman that sampled, all right, there, y'all know this, Annie.
For Hard Knock Life.
Yes, sir. Which everybody knows as that song, you
The
know what I
Jay-Z,
mean? With
yeah.
Jay-Z there, you know what I mean? And I'm like, dun, 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 you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yo, that was the time for me when I was, that shit was being played really hard on the circuits.
Right.
Every 3 or 4 songs, it was that one. It was like, like SZA and Kendrick.
Yeah. The Luther
30 for
track.
30, 130. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah. the other one.
You know what I mean? Like, and then I was just like, man, y'all burning me out of this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate when you do that. Like, or not you, but when they do that.
Yeah.
Like we find that one album track, right? That we feel like, oh yeah, no, they're not gonna pull this as a radio single. We'll be able to listen to this shit on the album, and then they fucking pull that shit as a radio fucking single,
Ugh.
and then we hear it fucking 90 times a day, and we're like, damn, this used to be my favorite song. No,
Yeah.
so I get you. So Hard Knock Life, right?
You know-
by Jay-Z and
Yeah,
produced
that
by-
it definitely had to be Crossroads, bro.
oh, Crossroads,
Dude,
Bone
both of those
Thugs?
two, like that's the one on one, dude. You're just like, man, you've seen it used so much over scores and film, in movie, in major films. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime I think about that now, I think of fucking poor ass Danny McBride laid up in the fucking tub, right?
Oh, yeah.
All beat up with his neck brace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pineapple Express 420 weekend.
Hey.
Pakalolo. You know what I'm saying?
I like
But, you know, just for instance like that, that's what it does to me. And I'm just like, man, all right. Then I'm like, I won't do it no more. They ain't in my playlist there. They're not on the fucking phone. So, yeah, I'm not going to go there no more.
I would have to say mine. Those are really good ones, actually, by the way. Mine would be Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe by Kendrick Lamar.
Oh,
and,
shit. Okay. The recent run with it there?
Yeah, and it's just because when my second son Jalen was born, when we were in the hospital, he would I put this song on for him, and he grabbed my pinky, and it was just like one of those moments that like
very hard.
Now when I hear that song, like I can't even get through the full song. Like as soon as Kendrick starts rapping, like
it gets you emotional.
Yeah, like I just get super emotional. I can't. You. And as much as I love the song, you know what I mean? Like I'll listen to it like if I'm reminiscent like of like missing my son, right? But even then I still can't even do it because then it gets me like super choked up. Yeah. Another one.
It's an emotional one there. Okay. So not for a bad thing, but for a good thing.
So yeah. So another one would probably be
you know it, dog. You're just like,
I want to say probably like Hi, My Name Is by Eminem probably would be one of those ones that's like, because like it's one of those songs like when you first heard it, right? It's like kind of like Not Like Us. The first time you hear it, you're like, oh damn, this is sick. It blown away from like the diversity of it. But then you hear it for the 80th time and you're like, this shit's annoying as fuck. And I instantly have to change that shit every single time. So yeah, sorry Eminem.
Okay. I got you on that shit, dog, for real. And you know what? Because I'm the same way when that one comes in. You know what I mean? We heard all of our peers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like outside of school or even other friends, influences were like trying to turn you onto this. And you're like, I heard this and I don't like this.
Yeah, like, I already heard it.
Check this out.
My cousin Diego showed it to me before it even became a radio hit. And I liked it when it was on his mixtape. But when I hear it now on the radio, I'm like, I can't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So...
Force fed.
That would have to be that one. All right, question number 3. Did hip hop ever shape how you viewed money, success, or what winning looks like, A Omega?
Definitely there for sure. You know what I mean? And not just by accumulation or by stature.
Right.
You know, I would definitely say for me there, you know, hip hop showed me the view of money and success as to there's longevity in this there. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. You can do it there. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to take a while, but it's not an overnight thing. You got to be consistent there. You got to ride the bumpy road. You got to roll through those waves when all the bullshit's coming at you. You know what I mean? Yeah. And henceforth there, the same pattern that I live my life by is like that, like hip hop. You know what I mean? You got to roll through that shit. Yeah. No matter what.
Take
you know
it
what I'm saying?
By day.
I'm sorry there. This company, this job ain't gonna do you. This CEO, this music group there, they're gonna get your shit out there. You know, as much as maybe you thought you could have independently or you just needed that little bit of help. You know what I mean? Yeah. But we all do need that there. And then the other thing that showed me about hip hop is to invest your money wisely somewhere else. You know what I mean? Just don't buy that $100,000 chain there if you only got $100,000 budget.
Yeah, hey, that's a good point.
You know, and if you have to owe against that, I mean, if they're paying you, plus you got to pay that 100% interest back from what they loan you from the actual fucking company. Come on, let's keep it real.
And what they say about finances, if you can't afford to buy the item 10 times, right? Like if you can't afford to buy 10 of them, you shouldn't buy one of them. You know what I mean? Like that's what billionaires and millionaires will tell you straight up. Like if you can't buy 10 Bentleys all at once at that same day, don't even buy the one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just drops your shit there. You know what I mean? Like you put 100,000 in it. Now you're looking at fucking what? 800, you know what I mean? Like if you buy $1 million car, that shit's gonna drop to 820 some right as you leave the fucking lot. You know?
True.
Same thing with, I mean, you know, nowadays everybody's like, yo, play the stock market, do equity like that there. And that's what I notice about, you know, the newer age of hip hop. You know what I mean? It's taught me to like, okay, these younger cats there, you know, just because I am an unk, you know, and I'm gonna say that on the real though.
T-A-O,
you know, 40 Omega over here, you know what I'm saying? We know that y'all be doing big moves real fast, real quick there with y'all little scams and schemes and shit there.
Hey, I'm gonna get
So
to
just
that too.
protect yourself there because fucking fraud is nothing to fuck with.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like learn how to make legit money there, learn how to make wise investments there, and learn how to read the legalities of the contracts and everything you're investing in.
And I'm glad you brought up like the scamming aspect of it, right? Because the way that hip hop made me view money, success, and winning, like when I first started like wanting to be a rapper, right? It was like you got to be the illest rapper and you're gonna fucking get discovered and make the most money. This is what was in my mind, right? So like the whole time I'm like, I gotta make sure I'm writing the illest shit or making sure it's on point or whatever the case was, right?
Yeah.
So that's how one way it made me view it. But then now in 2026, it makes me view it in a whole different way. And the perspective of, you know, you look at Diddy and cases like that, where a lot of these artists had to sacrifice not only just like their time and like time in the studio, blah, 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 but their dignity and their self-respect to get where they are today. You know what I'm saying? Whether it would be the alleged sacrifices or the alleged sexual abuse that they had to endure in order to get that next step up in the level of hip hop, right? So that's how it makes me view it now in 2026, as opposed to when I first wanted to start being a rapper. And I just thought like, oh, if you're the dopest rapper and the dopest MC and you can make the dopest songs, you're going to make the most amount of money.
And
you know?
and nobody's gonna come for you. Or
Yeah.
you're untouchable. And nobody's
Yeah.
gonna mess with you. Like
No one can fuck with you as long
Yeah.
as you got that ill ass vernacular or whatever. You know what I mean? But that's not the case. I guess now you have to literally sacrifice your dignity, your self-worth, your self-respect, just like an OnlyFans chick. You know what I'm saying? And now that's how I kind of view how people get money and success and what winning looks like in 2026 of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
real fast, real quick. I mean, you guys just basically batted your eyes, or whoever hit that button, the FN button on your computer for you. You know, yeah, that's what's up. But good point though. When you brought that up there, you know, the first thing that triggered into my mind was Shine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, the defamation of his character
Right.
as being an upcoming, aspiring artist off of Bad Boy Entertainment there.
That's like,
and then thrown
Diddy
into prison.
That. Pum, pum. Hey, you got my back, dog, right? You're going to go down for
J-Lo's
this
there.
shit.
Yeah, babe, I got you.
Yeah, I'm out of here. You
Ride
know what
or
I mean?
die.
I'm going with Ben Affleck after this shit.
Yeah, ride or die. She's like, I'm ride or die. And then,
Yeah, I'm going to
I
ride.
need a girl to ride.
Oh,
Woo.
fuck.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All those songs are all confessions.
Ah, good point.
That's why Usher says, these are my confessions.
Yep, and he had it burning or something like that too. What's the most out of character thing that you did because you were influenced by hip hop?
The most out of character thing I've ever done?
Like out of pocket, anything.
Give me an example.
So for instance,
You know what I'm saying? Like, give me an idea.
okay, so
Generally
I remember one time my homie Cody, right, when we first, and this is a long ass time ago. It was like
Yeah,
fucking
this is good because it's another person's
sixth
situation.
grade, right?
Uh-huh.
My homie Cody wanted to kill a chicken when he heard the song "Chicken Hunting" by ICP, right? Like
Oh,
he
shit.
wanted, hey, bro, let's go find a chicken and chop its head off. And I was like, hold on, dog. I was like, this guy's talking about like he's calling like racist rednecks and all that shit chickens. You know what I mean? Like, so if you really want to still go down that route, now we have to go kill a racist redneck chicken neck. Gotta love it. Hit him with the 12 gauge bucket chicken nuggets. You know what I'm saying? So like, so it was one of those things where you have to talk someone off the ledge. Like, hey, dog, not only am I not gonna kill a chicken, but I am not gonna go on a mission to go kill some racist redneck with you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, okay.
So that was, I guess, that wasn't my example. That was an example of my friend Cody from back in the day.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying?
Do I have anything like that where hip hop was like a code there? I mean, the only thing was like back in the hood when we all used to squabble up before we had fucking ammunition and everybody got the, you know, the
But why?
guns and the
Why
weapons.
would we squabble up? This is a good one. I'm glad you brought this up.
Yeah.
I remember everybody always used to fucking hate on us for liking ICP, right?
Mhm. Yep.
So we would always end up getting in fights with people that not maybe I would say maybe 60% of the time they were Eminem fans that we were fighting, right?
Right.
But the other time it was just people that just didn't like ICP and they wanted to get a reaction out of the fans by talking shit to us in public. You know what I'm saying? So that was
The real
I would say that
instigators.
was one of the things that probably influenced us both as kids was to fight for the dignity of ICP.
For the pride and the ego,
Yeah.
I'm a Raider fan.
Juggalos
Fucking Raiders.
unite. You know what I'm saying? And it
Yeah.
was just like one of these funny ass things that I think about now until this day. I'm like,
That's great. That's fucking great.
we're fighting people at the concert. We're fighting people
The campsites.
at the campsites, at school, going to other schools because this kid said, fuck ICP.
Go
Fuck-
find you.
Yeah, fuck those juggalos at Sandia High School or whatever the fuck.
You said that in that chat room, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
find
yeah.
you there.
You were on illkids.com, the graffiti chat, and you said you were juggalos taking over. We're gonna beat you up. Like, and they're like,
I'll find you.
yeah, meet me at Acme Yards, dog, or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa,
Like,
yeah,
it would really go down like that, dog.
Yep.
Like, it was really crazy.
Squabble up. The whole squad will roll up too there. Fuck
Like,
me.
and people freak out too because they would think that they're just talking shit to some nerdy guy that likes ICP, right? And then the guy that's nerdy at school that likes ICP knows 50 to 100 more people that are nerdy and like ICP, and these nerds are ready to get down and throw down. You know what I'm saying? So
All walks.
yeah, it was
All
crazy.
walks of
it was
people.
it was a crazy time to be alive
Yeah.
and being a fan of that psychopathic era. You know what I
People
mean?
with backpacks and shit. Dog.
Putting axes through the hood. I remember Job did that one time.
Yo,
He put a fucking hatchet
dog,
through
yo.
homie's hood.
That's what I'm saying, man. Maybe everybody's like, yo, you gotta. Why are you so good with the axe? I was like, well, I live in Pecos there. You know what I mean? And do a lot of chopping,
Would grow up listening to psychopathic records.
chopping the trees down. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah,
For,
I guess that'll be both of our answer for number 4. That's probably the
Word.
most out of pocket thing and out of character thing because I would never fight for if somebody said Larry June sucks or G Perico sucks nowadays or some shit like that.
Yeah,
It's not
I wouldn't
gonna
go
get
as far
me-
as fetches.
It's not gonna. And no matter how
What do you
much I like their
mean?
music, yeah, I'm not gonna get mad to be like, well, let's fight over it, dog. If you like fucking Drake, what's up or whatever.
Kendrick's
you know what I
gonna
mean?
be way better all the time.
Kendrick's the sickest fucker. He has all
yeah,
the
yeah.
Thanos stones.
Couple drinks at Hooters, and there you go. You're fighting. I'm gonna get on my bike.
All right, question number 5, A Omega.
Let's do it.
What's the one hip hop rule or code that you still live by today?
Yo, this isn't even a non-thinker there for sure. I got this one on lock there. Fucking A. Never fuck over your family and your friends.
Hey,
Motherfuckers.
Hey.
For real there. The other one is don't ever sleep with your best friends, babies, mamas, fucking
Ex-girlfriend.
situations, ex-girlfriends. Don't do none of that shit. And I'm just saying that's on a hip-hop code there for sure. You know what I mean? And, you know, if you're in the crew, fucking speak to your crew. Keep it fucking right. Keep your arrows straight. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Keep
be
it 100.
Don't be beating around the fucking bush. 100, keep it. 100, keep it.
And I was talking
You know
to
what I'm saying?
DJ Illstyle about this yesterday. I said, you know what's crazy about when people do end up, like when we were talking about on the Crash Out, when we end up meeting people through other shitty people and then cut those shitty people out, but then we're still friends with the people that we met through them.
Yeah.
Is that we're able to create something from the bottom up and be able to do it with like-minded individuals that show nothing but green flags. You know what I mean? They put in the work, long nights, early mornings, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Showing up every session, making sure that we're giving 110% every single time we jump on the podcast or the mic to record some music or what have you. You know what I'm saying? And
Cook a fucking meal.
yeah.
You know, to get the passion in
Like
it.
bond,
Bring
you know
the
what I mean?
fucking
Like that's
passion,
like a way of
man.
bonding, right? Like if you can gather up with the homies, have a barbecue, make some music, podcast, and do it all with ease without it making it seem like it's a fucking job, then you're gonna have the best time of your life. And that's what we have, you know what I mean? Like honestly, when I was excited when we were able to start the podcast because I knew for a fact that this is what we were going to bring to the table, that we were able to delve into our history of not only hip hop that we bring up that it was already solidified and already happened, but like our history in hip hop and bringing up these stories to let not only the viewers know, but there's some of this shit that I hear from A Omega that I've never even heard before. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that you've never heard half the shit that I've said on this show.
Yo,
And,
I mean, we're just being honest with each other there, and we're being honest with our viewers there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the main point that we're trying to get to y'all there, that we are actual and factual, and we are being sincere and genuine with our answers and our statements there. You know what I mean? Nothing scripted. We don't have a fucking pad telling us, oh, this is how you're supposed to say this. No, he ain't got none of that either, folks.
Oh, dude, honestly,
You know what
like
I'm
I literally put together 5 questions for us to answer, right, for the new updated episodes. I'll give you guys a little secret. bring up 5 questions for us to answer that I've never even thought of asking myself, or A Omega asking myself. And I go, damn, that's a crazy one. We put them in, and then I team up with A Omega throughout the week, and we come up with at least 3 to 4 topics that are relevant in hip hop right now, 2026, and we talk about our opinionated fucking views on that shit. And you know, sometimes in its opinion, sometimes it's a fact, sometimes it's hard for you guys to hear how blunt we do get about some of these subjects, and sometimes, you know, I don't apologize, you know what I mean? There's nothing to apologize for, because I'm really trying to show you guys a whole different lens.
Inform, educate, and fucking keep your fucking point of view open.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it is at the end of the day. You know what I mean? We want you to shift your mind frame into a different thought process there, as opposed to the same old road.
And what better than being like Howard Stern or the Jerky Boys, or what are those 2 guys, the ones that were beefing with Howard Stern, those radio jockeys? I forgot what their names were.
What, Tom and Bob or something like that?
Something like that. But they were like one of the other shock jock duo, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
it wasn't like, you know, political dude, right?
No.
It wasn't like Rush.
No, they were
Limbaugh
just
shit, right?
they were just like fuck Howard Stern and shit like that.
Oh.
Like they were just battling back and forth for like who had the #1 spot.
Yeah, they're like
of being
96.3 talk show radio.
controversial.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but they started doing some crazy shit to just get noticed, and I'm so glad that we don't have to do any of the jargon or the fucking like the, what is it, the song and dance or whatever. Like, we are directly bringing you nothing but truth, nothing but how we feel about some of this shit. And if you don't feel the same, it's cool. Put it in the comments. I love to have, you know, not heated discussions, but I like to have discussions with everybody with different point of views. And I know A Omega can agree with
Totally.
that.
I got big ears. You know what I'm saying? And I got definitely a big brain. And I have a lot of patience for certain things like that there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I will create a dialogue with you, and you know what I mean? Make sure that some of us get some kind of resolution at the end of the conversation or the dialogue, as opposed to getting flustered and not getting any resolution.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
No, I agree.
Think about it like that, folks.
It's always good to go around things head on. And that was what I was trying to bring up earlier about DJ Illstyle. Is like, the thing I like about us 3 is like, if somebody's doing something that's out of pocket, I'm pretty sure like I could get told something, you can get told something, or Illstyle can get told something from either of us, and it wouldn't be one of those like New Mexico reactions like, oh wow, bro, you want to fight because you told me the truth about something? Like I feel like we could take it like, oh shit, did I really do that? My bad, my apologies. I'm gonna work on that and move on, and not take it personal. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we are able to do that rather than the stereotypical reaction from a New Mexican male in 2026. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the way that we are. I think it's the smoothness and the kindness that we bring to the table, and I think it's really beneficial, and I think we're gonna have a really cool movement coming up. So yeah, shout out to DJ Illstyle.
What up,
Much
player?
love to you, my dog.
Yo, got you,
I
my
know that
dog,
we got
man,
this
love.
shit on lock, and
Episode 40, Yodi.
we're on episode 40. Episode 40.
I want to get my 40 Yodi.
Every episode is a weapon. Episode.
Episode.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just making up an excuse for my peach impediments. You know what I'm
40
saying?
on 40 on 40.
But yeah, with that being said, this is Blunt Kings episode 40. This is brought to you by Bizcochitos brand, the dopest, illest edible in New Mexico.
Magnifico.
Make sure you guys go get those in the stores that they are in. I know there's still some in Cookies and around the city. You know what I'm saying? But also we're brought to you by
Polite's Bodega.
There you go. Thank you. I'm
You know
glad
what I'm
you said it.
saying? You're going to get the fucking dope, blunt wraps there. You're looking for them backwoods, them exotic ones there. Go check them out there. They got them by the good amount there. Also, if you're looking for glass or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Any kind of accessory.
I figured you will understand. Hope you're ready for the next episode.
Welcome Blunt Kings, motherfucker. Welcome to.
Good job, Larry.
I fucked up the button. I apologize.
I like that. That was good, man. I apologize.
Welcome back.
So much, man.
Yeah, we can do whatever the fuck we want.
Fucking A, why not? We do what the fuck we want. We say what the fuck we want. Welcome back, motherfuckers.
I'll fuck up if I want to. It's your host with the most, the grossest Uncle Tio Valas, my boy.
Hey, Omega with the funky dope flavor, aka the Funkle, the Drunkle, the Fail, the Ayo. You know what I'm saying?
Before we went to break, right?
Yo.
The fans got a little bit of history on us. We answered some more hip hop questions, but now we're gonna get into the hip hop topics of the week. These are super relevant, super updated, and we're just gonna dive right into it, Ayo.
Fucking dive right in, man. Told to dive in. This shit feel like water.
All right, so first topic. Hip hop, is it losing cultural dominance? The fans and artists are saying that rap is becoming more viral content driven instead of skill based. Other genres are starting to gain ground over hip hop. You know, over the past 3 years, hip hop is a little bit declining. You know what I mean? On as far as
I think it's time to watch the party die.
you know, after Kendrick Lamar dropped The Party Die, it seemed like there was a lot of negative music coming out after that. Not so much anything positive, hyped up. And when it was hyped up, it was still kind of like on that promoting, fuck your bitch, kill a knob type shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Yeah.
a lot of these things are starting to decline for these reasons. And, you know, is hip hop declining or just evolving? Are TikTok hits running rap right now? What do you think, A Omega?
Not, you know what I mean? I'm still fairly new to the TikTok thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Insta has been around for a while there just because, you know, I mean, I usually do it and I use my social media to promote either the group or myself or, you know what I mean? I keep my life
So
personal.
let's we'll start like an example. What's that Tommy Richardson song, right? What was it? Or what was it? That one? It was like a watch. I'll find it real quick. It was like a one-hit wonder, but
Oh, it's too late to talk the job.
no,
not that one.
the one that TOE was all into. Remember the $1 Million Baby one?
Oh yeah, I never better stand.
Yeah, there we go. Tommy Richmond or whatever. the
Okay,
fuck.
okay, yeah. That
so,
one that was
like-
like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
So check what happened to him, dude. His TikTok, his song started blowing up on TikTok, right? With
Okay.
that $1 Million Baby shit.
Right.
And then he got upset, like, I'm not a TikToker, I'm not this, I'm not that. And then guess what happened to him? His whole career fell off the fucking face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? So
Are you
they
serious?
Yeah, so are
He
they
got-
saying
They did him dirty like that?
no, like they're like, oh, you don't want us to rep you on TikTok and like get you recognition like that. We're just gonna back away from your music altogether. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't really like a cancel. It was just more like, well, fuck, if you're not gonna be like everyone else and just put your music out and let the TikTokers do whatever they want to do with it, then you're in the wrong game. You know what I'm saying? So what they're trying to say is like,
Let us
is
take the
that-
reins.
Is that taking over more, or do you think the skill base of hip hop is declining and that's why it's not being on the billboards no more?
I mean, we've lost a lot of. I mean, the ones that we have around there, we should keep them around and gain their knowledge from them. You know what I
Right.
mean? Our Nas Zacarias ones, our Naughty by Natures, our Uncle Snoops, Grandpa Snoops.
Lil Wayne even. I just saw something
20
before
plus.
before we started recording the show, is that Lil Wayne sent out a tweet that he was kind of upset that he hasn't been invited to any of the big festivals this year, Coachella, etc. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of sad to see a rap legend, right? Like someone like Lil Wayne, but he's not being invited to anything. And I think it's because everybody kind of on TikTok spun the narration of why would you have Lil Wayne do the Super Bowl if he's going to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like
And
that.
I know the perfect song for him to do that there, and he can rap about it there or do a freestyle to there.
Huh.
You know what I would do if he was doing, just because he's in his feelings like that.
Yeah.
And to pay some tribute to some other recent shit there. You know what I mean? Because we are multiversatile ear gentlemen over
She's going
here.
to come up with something else.
Dog, you do the Ozzy song, I'm Going Through Changes. And then Lil Wayne's run that up. I'm going
Hey, Wheezy, if you see this shit, and perform it at the
changes.
gathering of the Juggalos,
Wheezy,
dog.
baby.
No, for real. Like,
I'm
you're not getting
going
invited to
through
Coachella.
change.
or any of these big festivals, fucking go fucking Jay and Shags at the fucking Gathering of the Juggalos.
Gathering of the Juggalos, you're
and
gonna get love all
fucking-
day.
You're gonna get love all day, Wayne. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
All you gotta say is woo woo and fucking all that shit on stage.
Like,
and
Wheezy baby,
family.
whoop whoop.
Yeah, and
that's it. You're
it's all good.
solidified.
You got your festival fixed for the fucking next 10 years, dog.
You got your placa.
The Vato Loco
You
Placa.
got it, man. You
Yeah.
got it there for sure.
But
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I can concur. You know what I mean? Like that's some pretty heavy stuff.
So I think as long as like TikTok hits are happening to these certain songs, like it's gonna help keep hip hop alive.
Keep it relevant there. I know.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, I do think that people do need to start getting more skillful in their art. You know what I mean? Like
You gotta keep up the skill. You gotta keep the art alive there. It only works if we the art is, I hate to say it with when it comes to the art of hip hop and the art of rhyming and the art of portraying that
good music.
portrait through a certain tight knit group of fucking words. There's always a recipe. You know what I mean? Stick to the recipe there. Because if we forget the recipe, everybody's going to fucking put their own shit in and say, this is the original recipe. Be like, no, it's not. This is not it.
I have 3 examples of what he's talking about right now.
Okay? Hit him.
Kanye West,
Okay.
J. Cole, and Don Toliver, right? They're the top 3 on Apple Music right now.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is those are the 3 that are not only making like really good party songs, right? I'm talking about like Don Toliver and Kanye kind of makes like party songs, but his are
He's
more
doing
like
more
they're
Euro
like-
party. He's
yeah,
doing more
and
Euro
they're
party.
like
It's
and
not
they're like
like
motivational,
Yeah.
like inspirational songs,
Uh-huh.
like
they got a bunch of shit going on over there
telling
too.
people they can get over the love that they had for somebody that broke their heart or whatever, like kind of like crazy inspirational type shit. And then we have J. Cole where he's putting out like that really hype, doing the nostalgia shit like
Traditional
3
90s.
6 Spickers Wild, bitch, 3 6 or what 2 6
6
Wild.
Wild, yeah.
And that's from Mr. Biggs, Take That Shit to Trial, bitch.
Yes.
And then just doing stuff like that throughout the thing, like I'm rolling the blunt, you know what I mean, with the fucking
Drop
Future
top,
shit and the doing a reference to the Usher shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's dope. And then we go to Don Toliver, who makes some of the dopest, not only R&B music, but
electronic too, right?
party jams, like sick ass
like
party jams.
EDC, like it's more hype up tempo there. It's more very clubbish, very.
But with, like, an
I would
R&B
say that would
twist,
be
like,
kind of
it's
like modern
crazy.
Yachty.
Yeah.
like yacht, not like Yachty the artist, but like yacht rock.
Oh, yeah,
for like
yeah.
modern days for the
Yeah.
fucking South Beach, Florida, Miami people. You know what I'm saying?
On the head, yeah.
Fucking on the island, folks. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
straight, like
Thing, you
all
know?
club music right now. Don Toliver is killing that
Yeah.
shit right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and
so
then isn't he still hooked up with the what is her name, Kali Uchi or something?
I have no clue.
You know, she's the singer there, the Hispanic chick there, Kali Uchi there.
Okay.
She had like it was like a slower jam kind of track there, and I mean she's very stunning, very beautiful there. But I think they've been like a little underground, like a little power couple,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken. There for show between those two. I mean, and she's very big on her platforms for that there too. So I mean, you get two power couple togethers. You know what I mean? Like Cardi and Offset. You know what I mean? You got big things happening real quick.
So I guess hip hop is not dying per se, but it is being outsmarted at the moment. You know what I mean? So it just if all you hip hop artists out there, you know what I'm saying, quit copying what's hot. The main way to get any traction is to be yourself
Stay weird.
wholeheartedly, 100%.
And we're not talking Austin. Just keep it weird. There.
The homie Austin. Hey,
You
shout
already
out to
know.
Austin, brother.
What up, Austin? We see you there, brother.
Yeah.
Brother.
But yeah, it's not dying. It's just being outsmarted at the moment. And, charts are being dominated by other genres, shorter attention spans, less lyrical focus. And that's where you guys are going to lose everything. You know what I'm saying? Like the lyrical focus definitely has to be there. Like I know it's fun to say these party lines like Don Toliver, but if you think about it, when you look up on the charts, Kanye and J. Cole are kind of running it, and we even mentioned DaBaby, right? DaBaby actually charted with his new single, and that was the first time something had hit the charts in 3 years.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, it was 3.
Since
Right.
Not Like Us and the whole Drake battle and all that shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I think that's like the whole point of it. Like since the battle happened, there was a decline, and then like tracks like the Baby, or artists like the Baby. Sorry.
Well, we better put
starting to
somebody
bring
up
it
there.
back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're like, well, we better put one of those guys back up on top there, or else we're gonna start a riot.
And then that goes to show, like we said on the crash out last night, cancel culture is non-existent. Everybody was trying to cancel fucking DaBaby because he saw two people doing God knows what in the parking lot, and he voiced himself on it. And people were trying to cancel him, but it didn't work. He's back and better than ever. And that just proves our point. You know what I'm saying? So
Can't get canceled if you're trending.
yeah. With that being said, rap didn't fall off. It just got diluted. TikTok didn't kill hip hop. It changed what winning looks like. And y'all don't love artists anymore. Y'all love the algorithms. And hip hop used to lead the culture. Now it reacts to it. So let that sink in, guys. Like, we need to start getting back
fucking
into that mode of leading. Like, remember when you would hear like an album track, A Omega? And I hate going back to the whole album track thing, but this is why albums are important. Because when you go into an album of an artist that you like, right, and like the theme of the album is, we'll just say, for
Mr.
example,
Don't Play Everything.
Mr. Don't Play Everything, right? And so it's just this fucking ill-ass fucking CD of why Mr. Don't Play Everything, and he's proven his point lyrically, and he's saying certain things that resonate with you, where if you're smoking a blunt or you're buzzed or whatever, maybe
Hypnotic.
yeah, on anything, it gets you in that fucking mindset like, damn, I can't believe that form of words got put together and it was so simple. How come I couldn't think of that? And that's one of those things that makes the album important, is it gets the listener to be like, damn, this guy is so smart. Why didn't I think about that? Or that was so clever, or that was so humorous. I didn't think about that. And that's what makes hip hop hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
You tap
In
in.
my opinion.
You tap in. Yeah, you want to get that cerebral connection. You know what I mean? Almost like telekinetic there with your words. You know what I mean? And it's just like a vibration or harmony with that there. You know, those vibrations, the frequencies of your beats there. You know what I mean? Everything goes together like that harmoniously when layered in the fucking right way, folks. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not gonna say any more than that, because y'all need to figure that out for yourself.
It's a journey for sure. All right.
But yeah, shout out to all these cats there. You know what I mean? They're trying to do it there.
Now we're not taking anything
No,
away. You know
you
what I mean?
know.
We're just saying, like, you have to, like, I know how it go, like these YNs and what are they called? YEs.
Young essays.
They hate on the uncles, right? But they hate on the uncles for the wrong reasons. Like when the uncles or the unks or whatever step up and say some shit about hip hop and the history of, and how come you guys aren't keeping on this part of the legacy of hip hop? That's where you guys get it confused, and you guys start calling us unk or whatever, the old head or whatever the fuck you guys start calling
You
us.
guys don't know nothing.
But Mike Epps made a really good point, and I'm gonna leave you guys with this. He gets shitted on for wearing those little track suits, right? The Fila track suits.
Yeah.
And the YNs are like, how come you trying to dress like this? And he's like, motherfucker, you're trying to dress like us, bitch. Like don't get it twisted. Like the 90s and the 80s are the ones that started this hip hop shit. So you guys that are YNs or ENs, like, they have no stance on saying what we can tell you about trying to keep the legacy of hip hop alive. Because if we see you guys doing some out of pocket shit and we voice ourselves on it, we ain't even gonna listen to your guys' response if you guys start calling us some old head shit. We're just gonna be like, those kids ain't hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you like
straight the
this.
fuck up.
You're fucking up.
Yeah.
You're fucking up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm an uncle 10 times. I'm gonna tell you straight out. I'm a fucking blunt king. Hey, you fucking up.
I'm T.O. Val, bitch.
You're gonna get smacked upside your fucking head there. You know
And
what
it's
I'm
just
saying?
the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Fucking make better decisions, little knucklehead.
if there was no truth in what I was saying, I wouldn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said,
I care about you. I'm gonna say something. If
all
I
you
did not say
YNs and ENs need to follow suit.
the
and you guys-
YEs, the YEs and the YNs.
What did I say?
You said the YNs and the Y.
Oh, the YNs and the YEs and the yeah, and the EY,
I love it.
EIEIO. You know what I'm saying, dog? But
Heyo.
mega. But yeah,
Wow.
quit fucking up hip hop. You know what I'm saying? There was a whole fucking setup of hip hop for a reason. It was set up by people that set it up the way they set it up for a reason, and it was to keep stability and keep the legacy and the art aspect of it alive. And the art aspect is metaphors, similes, concepts of tracks that are just mind blowing, like Nas being the gun, right? Or the rewind track where he spits the whole track backwards.
Yep.
Ill ass hip hop shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And we wouldn't have that shit if there wasn't lyrical capability. So keep that in mind, guys.
We're good.
Yeah,
You good?
I'm good.
Fucking, you killed it. That's so good.
All right, topic number 2, legends with controversial legacies. Africa Bambaataa passed away, but he's still somehow tied to serious abuse allegations. Like literally the week it came out, people were talking about how he abused a plethora of young men during his stint of being the founder or one of the co-founders of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into the controversial legacies of any artist. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the legacies of people that started hip hop or anything. You know what I'm saying? We even found out this week that like MC Magic was getting ridiculed because he was 23 when he married his 13-year-old wife, and
Or allegedly was in relations with.
no, they were married, dog.
They were married.
Married, bro, is what they're saying on the internet, dog, and that's why he's getting such
Well, I
ridicule
said
for
allegedly.
songs like Lost in Love or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird when you listen to songs like that, or even oldies, any oldies, right? You go back in time and you hear some of these songs about baby girl, like how baby of a girl are you fucking talking? You
I
weird
could give
fuck?
you a good example
Yeah,
there. You know
bring
what
it
I mean?
up.
Like I remember this one song that I heard there a couple fucking days ago, and I was like, "What the fuck?" It's like she's 16, she's beautiful, and she's mine. I was like, "What the fuck did he just say?"
It's insane.
I was like, bro, I mean, and then again, too, 18, 16, after like, 18 was the 40 back then. You know what I mean? Or like
Yeah.
you were like 35 when you were 18. Like,
And who started that?
didn't
You know
even
what I mean?
decide, and I don't know, it was because it was the life expectancy thing or what. You know what I mean? But it really fucking bugs me the fuck out.
So the main topic, I guess, is can you separate the art from the artist? Should hip hop erase problematic legends, legends with controversial legacies in hip hop? The case of Africa Bambaataa, widely credited as founding architect of hip hop culture, leader of the Universal Zulu Nation. He helped shape DJ culture, breakdancing, conscious hip hop identity, but multiple people accused him of child sexual abuse dating back decades.
I heard about
The
that. dog.
accusations became widely public around 2016 and sparked major backlash. He denied wrongful doing, but stepped back from public roles. His legacy became permanently questioned. And what makes this heavy is he's not just an artist, he's a foundational figure. Removing him means rewriting part of hip hop's original story and origin.
That's because, I mean, even KRS-One says that there was no hip hop before this guy.
Mm-hmm.
There was nobody that had it going on before this gentleman right here. Which is crazy because it's like, man, why do these things have to come up about these people when they're, you know what I mean, looked upon so highly and
Right.
likely there, like, you know what I mean, as a figure. And time again there nowadays, it's so weird. It seems like everybody that we've ever looked up to has something to do that's very evil or negative. You know what I mean? And this is crazy.
And
because this is hip hop. We're supposed to be loving and nurturing and caring and compassionate and empathetic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hip hop has untouchable pioneers like figures like Dr. Dre, history of violence allegations against women. R. Kelly, convicted of serious crimes as well, related to women, young women. Some legends get protected, others get completely erased. But at the same time, who decides who gets forgiven and who gets deleted? You know what I mean? That goes back to the whole cancel culture thing. How come? If cancel culture was a thing, how come you guys aren't getting rid of these certain individuals? Yeah, I know R. Kelly went to prison, but I guarantee he's still making money off of the streams because of his fan base or women or whatever the case may be. But how do you separate the artist from, the accusations, I guess you could say?
And it's fucking crazy there because, you know what I mean? Most people don't want to put on even a Bad Boy track anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to hear anybody bumping a Diddy track. I mean, especially even if it's Biggie, you don't even want to hear Diddy's voice in the back.
There's this
and it's
funny-
crazy, man. You know
There's
what I
this
mean?
funny TikTok
Bugs me out
comedian.
sometimes.
He's the one that does like the sus lyrics. Have you seen him? I put it on my story a couple days ago where he's
Okay.
like, driving in his car and he's like, what did it say? Oh, he did the cannabis one. He's all, you can't beat a nigga's ass like me, but something. eat his his ass like me or something like that.
Yeah.
And everyone in the background's all, whoa, pause, dog. He's all, that's cannabis. He's all, cannabis, who? Like, that sounds like Zesty Bus or some shit like that. And like they just start going off on him, dog. So it's like they start talking about like these zesty ass lyrics or these crazy ass lyrics, out of pocket lyrics. Like even Biggie's responsible for them. Big L.
We know a couple cats there. You know what
DMX,
I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean anything.
But,
yeah, we know it.
Yeah. So we're talking about inconsistency equals controversy. It's all about morality or popularity. You know what I'm saying? Erasing versus acknowledging history. If you remove somebody like Bambaataa, you risk losing context of hip hop's origins, pretending certain movements didn't happen. But if you keep celebrating him, you risk ignoring alleged victims, normalizing harmful behavior. And
So
do we rewrite history or teach it honestly? So I think from like this point forward, it would be, it'd be safe to say, let's take all the positive aspects that was created for hip hop that we were talking about earlier, right? Like there's a big list of them, you know what I'm saying? But take that list and let's, maybe do a rewriting with the positive artists that aren't accused of any allegations. Maybe have them like come together as some kind of
and networking
collaboration and fucking rewrite the rules of hip hop without tarnishing hip hop itself by removing somebody like Africa Bambaataa. I guess that's the best way I could say it.
And you know what I mean? It'd be crazy, but to even go as far as like this, there, you know what I mean? People right now in this time of day and age, they're in this very, very odd time to be here on Earth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be around like that there. People would feel the fucking same thing about that fucking guy sitting up on that hill. You know what I mean? The gas and everything else going on. You know what I mean? They don't want to feel the fucking same way and be like, oh man, even though he was the best, but we can't let him go down like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is a very, very sketchy line there, especially how we as a hip hop community go forth from here on out. You know what I mean? Do we go with acceptance there? Or do we go with the defensive mechanism? You know what I'm saying? And hold you accountable.
I think the best
And
thing,
this is crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm fucking.
the best thing to do would be put all of the power into somebody's hands like KRS-One. You know what I mean? Somebody that's gone through the game without any, minimal beef. I think he's beefed with like maybe like Nelly recently. Like, you know what I mean? And it was just like because he kept saying #1 and it was like a bite from KRS-One song or some shit like that. Like that's a funny reason to beef. It wasn't on
with
no
African
serious shit.
Bambaataa.
No, I'm talking about KRS-One. I'm talking about like his legacy of him not being accused of anything or not being involved in any kind of serious.
But I mean,
beefs or
like,
whatever.
but I mean, for Bambaataa.
Yeah, no,
you know
take
what I mean? Like,
take
how do-
Africa Bambaataa
How do we go forth from
and-
here on out?
Yeah, replace him with KRS-One is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like just like appoint somebody else to be that new leader,
Ambassador.
of the Universal Zulu Nation. Assuming that the rest of the members of the Zulu Nation aren't like that as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just assuming, hopefully they're not, but if they are, then get rid of them all and replace them with new members of the new Zulu Nation, the new Lu Nation.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
These cats is probably, you know what I mean. They solidified like the concrete on the ground they walk on, probably in that area.
I know.
And with
But
that
I'm saying,
being
like,
said,
if they're all chill, like the rest of them are chill, then keep them on the board. You know what I
like
mean?
I said, it's hard, man. There's a lot of shit going on, a lot of talk from a lot of people. A lot of old heads are coming forth to saying, yeah, we knew. Some of them are like kicking back, tripping out there. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's crazy how we as hip hop, as a community, take it from here on forth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so the
How we
younger
gonna do
fans, they're less emotionally tied to all the pioneers, right?
they're
So
like,
they're
oh,
willing
yeah.
to cancel them and stuff like that. But the older fans are protective of hip hop history.
And see, this is where it
and
gets crazy.
More likely to separate the art from the artist. You know what I'm saying? And that's what bugs me. As like, what's artful about abusing children? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't separate. That's not an art from the artist separation type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody does that kind of crime, they just deserve to be exiled. That's why that word exists. The word exiled. You know what I'm saying? Like, taken out of the picture, replaced with somebody else that is not accused and doesn't have a background of this.
Of that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 100%. You know
So
what I mean?
I guess that's my last take on that.
We going deep,
and
there,
you can
folks.
count.
You know what I
It
mean?
says,
See, we could go a bunch of different
yeah,
ways on this
it says,
all day.
it says, can you cancel a founder? It says, if hip hop has founding fathers, can they be removed or are they permanently embedded? No, they're not. Like, not for any crimes like this.
Says
Yeah.
they're going to be a
Bottom
dictator,
line.
there, you know, of hip hop. They're going to be the best of the best, and nobody can jump above you. I mean, no, it doesn't work like that. There's always going to come along.
I think it's
somebody
time to
better
watch
and
the
younger.
party doc.
And that's, I swear, that's why that song came out, dude.
That's crazy.
Like, we're watching
That's
hip.
wild.
Like, we've seen, like, from 85 and like when we were born until now, we've seen hip hop go like this. Like the stock market of hip hop just continuously going up, right? And then
It's a
now
good time.
23 to 26, it's like deep. It's really scary to see, and it's kind of sad. You know what I'm saying? Which brings us to our next segment, which is a brand new one. It's not even a segment. It's one of our segments for the topics of discussion, but I think it'd be funny to call it its own segment because, you know, this person does deserve his respect when we talk about this individual. What would Tupac do?
Whoa.
Do you think Tupac would survive today's internet era? Would Tupac Shakur survive anything that's going on? TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all this shit. What would he think about OnlyFans? Like all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go through a whole segment. The core question is, what would Tupac do in 2026? Hey Omega, before we start this,
This is interesting.
I want you to give me a one line of what you think Tupac would be like in 2026 right now.
Slaying.
Slaying?
Yep. He'd
Yeah.
be slaying it there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like still, I mean, just execution with his wordplay. You know what I mean?
I'll always stick to my guns on this one. Like, if they didn't get rid of Biggie and Pac and Big L and all the legends that ODB, MF Doom, everybody that's ever been taken out of the game, Nipsey Hussle, etc. Rest in peace to all these artists. If they would have never got taken out of the game, they would be running that shit right now. You know what I mean? There would be no Jay-Z, sadly. There would be no Nas. There would be no. It would really be hard. Like all these artists would have had to have bowed down to the likes of these other, you know, higher statured lyrical artists and the ones that make crazy hits after hits after hits after hits.
Now they be
Underground
like
hits.
grandpa. You know what I'm saying? So grandpa's still coming out, whooping your ass on tracks.
It'd be embarrassing for all these ones.
Whooping your ass on, you know. Everybody forgets, man. Tupac had a fucking hologram at Coachella that one year. You know what I mean? Like,
And still had the crowd going.
you know, the only other person in the world that had that done there was fucking Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, he be doing it there. I mean, he keep the grind going on because he started the grind.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And Tupac just wasn't a rapper. He was emotional, political, reactive, confrontational. Like he wasn't afraid to say what it was on his mind or approach anybody about some beef. Like literally that day or that week of, like they didn't have no social media. So imagine like
I'm gonna go to your
Tupac Tupac finding out where you live, popping up in that hoe and being like, "What's up, motherfucker, death row? What's up, bitch?" Like and like, yeah, kicking you on the floor of the fucking.
You know what it is,
casino and
partner?
shit.
You know what I mean? Like,
But in today's world of screenshots, viral clips, and cancel culture and Stan wars, that personality hits very differently, and we're gonna get into that. Social media would definitely amplify everything. Back then,
Yeah.
interviews were limited. Beef lived on songs, magazines, and sometimes the stages. You know what I mean? Now think Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Tupac would be tweeting in real time. He'd be going live mid rant, like on some hyperactive Kanye West shit. Responding instantly to disrespect, like literally pulling up on people while they're on their lives or some shit, like on some WWE, WWF.
drinking on gin.
Yeah. What's up, motherfucker? I'm Tupac. I'm just kidding. Like, what's his name on Notorious?
Yeah. Like, for
I'm
real.
Tupac.
Just come up out of nowhere, like, oh shit.
The result, more connection with fans, though, but way more opportunities to get canceled or even, harmed or hurt. You know what I mean?
I would say faster ways even to get caught up in something. You know,
Yeah.
especially now the way that the indictments go nowadays. There, RICO cases are coming up in and
I
out.
can't calm down. I'm gonna be indicted. Indicted.
You know what I mean? Straight up there. And then two, not to mention there, he did a lot of, I mean, he already had eyes on him right away since the get-go there. So it was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like, bing. You're like, okay, just lay low, Pac. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I don't think because he was loud and he wanted to go out and do little things like that there, I think he probably would have been swept away by the way social media and multimedia platforms and outlets are handled nowadays there. It's overwhelming even for the everyday common person.
His beefs would be 10 times more explosive. Look at the Notorious B.I.G. feud, East Coast versus West Coast tension. Now imagine diss tracks dropping overnight, fans picking sides instantly, and memes fueling the fire. Do you think Biggie and Tupac would have been able to handle that now in 2026?
Fuck, you know, well, yo, I'm gonna hire everybody. Hire the best IT team I need.
Yo, Biggie, yo, Puffy, fuck him in the ass and throw him over the bridge.
That's fucked. Babe. That's crazy there. Get me a new server. Water cooled towel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Data center.
Data center in Texas. Real Testarossa and a Lexus.
50 cents a computed set.
High fitty.
The talking point for this, though, really, though, is would Tupac dominate beef culture or be consumed by it? Do you think he would actually be like the leader? Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if Tupac was the leader of beef.
Well, he transitioned to there. I mean, we got to remember the age there too. You know what I'm saying?
He would have been like
the age plays a big factor on what would have come out.
He would have been 60 or something, right now.
He would have been like 55, 52. Because I know Snoop's no, Pac was older.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
so
saying. I
Snoop-
think he would
yeah.
be closer to 60, like
Yeah.
59 or 58 or some
So
shit like that.
so Pac is older like that there for sure.
So we go
74, right?
Yeah. So we'd go
Yeah,
into
so he would be 52.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We go into legal issues and public opinion, nonstop scrutiny. Tupac already dealt with court cases, jail time, controversial statements. Today, everyone headline trends instantly. Every accusation gets dissected online. Public opinion shifts fast. Brands and platforms might distance themselves or avoid him entirely.
He could either be really good or really bad. I mean, he was a liability. I mean, they had a lot of controversy around him there. You know what I mean? Being in the courtrooms there, you know, alleged fucking essaying and stuff like that there. You know what I mean? Because that was the actual shit there back in the day. So those facts would come back up repeatedly, I believe, there just to kind of kick him in his ass.